Stadia? Just get rid of that. That you've already got 8 versions. Move it up 4 days. I'm not about to go on a rant about being annoyed it's delayed. I mean, I am annoyed, but not for the same reason you might think I am. The thing that gets me the most about this whole thing isn't the fact we've got to wait longer. The people who say, oh, I can wait longer. Of course you can. You have to. It's about how it's been delayed and the effects of it being delayed on the people that work there. Not about us, not about us the gamers who get the game. It's about them. The management is quite clearly... if you didn't watch my other video that I did literally yesterday, I talked about the views of crunch in the games industry and how one company can seemingly get away with crunch and a lot of people not being too bothered. I watched Alana Pierce's video on it today, and turns out there is a lot of people condemning entire companies and people who work on it, everyone, for crunching and telling them fuck you. What she said was right. You can't do that. That's ridiculous. You can't just condemn people that weren't in charge of whether crunch happened or not for crunching, and you can't tell them to go fuck themselves if they have to crunch. Does that make sense? There are a lot of big people on Twitter and YouTube who, when they saw this, their instant reply was, well, it doesn't matter. We can wait as long as we want to. Just get the game out, do it the best you can, or however you need to do it, and we can wait. Which is the right opinion to have. But to a certain extent, maybe the first couple of delays, yeah. And maybe even this delay, if it wasn't done the way it was done, and if we can ensure that no one is going to crunch because of it. There's no confirmation they will, there's no confirmation they won't, but 9 times out of 10, they probably will be. It's funny because the people who instantly reply, we can wait, don't worry about it, we take as long as you need. It's like, yes, we can. But what does that mean for the people working on it? It's sort of like an instant ignorance towards whoever are working on the game. There's big personalities on YouTube and Twitter that reply, we can wait, don't worry about it, and basically showing solidarity to the developers, saying take your time, make it as good as you need to, and get it out when it's ready. And that is the right view to have, let's be honest, to a certain extent. You can only have that view for as long as the people actually working on the game are looked after, because there are delays that mean more crunch for these people, and there's crunch that help alleviate crunch for these people. But with the game being delayed only 21 days, this says that it can seriously have a large effect and make things even easier. But sometimes I really do doubt that's even true. Sometimes I think that's maybe a PR move, because the amount of stuff that goes into games and the amount of stuff that they supposedly got to do, especially for a day 0 patch, that I just hope it means that they get to crunch less and work less. They've been crunching since ages. For ages now, for months. One, you shouldn't be annoyed at them for crunching, because that doesn't make sense. How can you be annoyed at someone for something that's out of their control? Second, you shouldn't be overly passive about this delay, because yeah, as gamers, all we have to do is wait, and of course you can easily show patience that you have to show anyway, because you have no control when it comes out. I sort of feel like unless you're really invested in game development, and unless you like to follow it or just know anything about game development, you're not going to care. And it's quite clear not many people care. And I understand where this we can wait mindset comes from. Of course we can wait. Of course we are patient for this game. This game has been in development since 2012, and it's only, let's be honest, it's only been delayed by 21 days. Was it 21? 21 days. Like I say, my concern is for the people there actually working on the game, not us. As soon as I saw this big yellow of death, I was angry. Not for me not playing the game when PS5 comes out, even though it won't take advantage. That's not for this talk. But because they're going to be working on it longer. And of course they'd be working on it after post-launch. But at least at that point, surely some crunch could just come down a bit. There's people clocking in 100-hour work weeks. Shearer. Jason Shearer is a leading video game journalist, and he's reported on many things about crunch and the ethical work practices of many companies in the gaming industry, such as Ubisoft and Naughty Dog. What he's said here, though, is quite alarming. A CDPR dev told me recently that they just clocked a 100-hour week. Another former dev just told me they saw some of their friends there and they looked physically ill. So kindly get the... There's your crunch practices for you, but that doesn't stop there. In response to the question, how many developers do you think just found out today over Twitter, all of them found out the same time we did. CDPR sent out an internal email simultaneously with the public tweet. The email said they couldn't share news earlier because of stock regulations. And this is the thing. When people hear delay, they don't realise that it doesn't just affect us, it affects the people working on the game. And in this case, the people working on the game didn't even know themselves until we did. My main point is that delays are fine. Perfecting a game is fine. Making gamers wait longer is fine. A delay is completely fine. But if that's at the expense of the people working on the game, then surely there's a better way of doing it. If this 21-day delay means that there's going to be more crunch and more mental and physical strain working on this game, delay it longer. 21 days, I know they say it can mean a big difference. I really doubt that from the number of delays we've had, because they've said this before, and even yesterday being what, the 27th, someone asked, are you sure this is going to come out? They said yes. And now the next day, it's what? Whoa, it's a meme. Look, the bottom line is, we will be fine with a delay, but the delay depends on the mental well-being and physical well-being of the developers working for it. We have to be okay with a delay because we have no say. But they have a say in how they treat their staff. And if they treat their staff poorly, well, that is when they come into question. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Seems I lack a bit of a negative note to thank you, but thanks anyway. And make sure you're subscribed for more Dark Dax. And you've got 3 videos within a week. You're lucky, isn't that right? Anyway. Oh shit, I just realised at the end of my other video that I said, if you don't subscribe, I'll make you crunch. Oh fuck. I'm the cause.